Well, I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want to do.
This is a certified hood classic.
And we are going to skip through this a bit. So stay with me. That's Homeboy. That's the final boss. So if you haven't caught this show, this episode is actually, I believe, oh, well, there we go. Episode 2. So this is one of the first episodes. I have not watched this show. It came across my feed. I think another content creator reacted to the final boss. But I seen the reaction to Dude, and I was like, hold up. Like the sensibilities that bro's bringing to the table is almost verbatim for discussions I've had with women. It is a dating show. She's going to bring out a young lady. And again, the gentleman that we're going to focus on is the tall cat in the brown sweater. And he is 10 years my junior. I'm 48. He's 38. So let's go. Back up. So we do have one more person over here. And again, like I mentioned, we're focusing on his conversation, his talking points, and his perspective.
Round 1. Fight.
These hoes need me. You hear me?
Hi, my name is Dr. Elam, and I am 38 years old.
Okay, and Dr. Elam, why did you end up popping your balloon?
A couple of reasons. First reason is you said you don't like you wanted someone with a little dirt under their nails, and that's not me. I actually get manicures. Why do I get manicures? Because I'm a dentist, and my hands are actually insured. So I may not be able to date you, but I would hire you.
Oh, out here networking? Hello. Okay, all right. So, so as far as you just don't get a little dirt under your nails, but she kind of specified a little bit more, like she doesn't mean physical dirt.
Or go get it taken care of.
I won't take care of it, but I will hire someone who can.
Or can you mow the lawn? Like
And see, that's why I said, like, 80-90% of what the young brother's talking about here, his presence and his logic, right? But I'm the one that'll still mow the grass, paint your bedroom, have your bathroom remodeled, and the brakes in your car done in the same afternoon kind of guy. So I get my hands dirty. I work on my own car. I've done that. And you know what I'm saying? That's nothing to me. I work in tech. If I go and work on my car, I don't care if my finger gets pinched. I'll survive and move on, and the car will get done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you handle what you got to do. So I can see where there's a little bit of difference in our lifestyles there. All right, let's continue, y'all.
So do you do, like, I think you mean like a handyman, like around the house, does some things?
I don't mean, that's why I said, like, I don't mean like physical dirt.
Yeah, that's not me.
Okay. All right. Okay. And then so with Dr. Elam here, was he someone that you would approach?
Yes, he actually looks like a guy I dated in high school, and he was like my high school sweetheart. But he's very handsome. That's what I thought about. I was like, is that his brother?
Maybe. I'm his doppelganger.
Okay.
He's got confidence, and he's fully intelligent and aware of his position in society and his life. And I've found that has been very intimidating, or just talking about who I am, what my interests are. This is intimidating, and it blows women's minds. Again, I'm not holding anything back here tonight, and I'm going to tell you 2 times, I've been told I'm not ready for a man like you. I've still waited for an explanation as to what that means, but common sense tells me the streets are calling.
She belongs to the streets.
My life, what adventures and trauma that woman has gone through is not compatible with a man who is stable, intelligent, and, well, boring, because I'm not in the street.
She belongs to the streets.
So, food for thought.
Round 2. Fight.
Let's get into it.
Elam, and I'm 38 years old. I pop my balloon not because you're not gorgeous, not because some men can't hold space for your emotions, but for me, it was the weight loss. And while we are all proud of you for losing the weight, I am considering the risk long term.
Now, I lost 50 pounds over the past year. I disciplined myself. I used my watch. I used my phone. I tracked my calories for a while. I figured out a good diet that worked for me. And I exercised. I put a community post up about the way that I feel about dating and this, that, and the other. And one of the key points that I bullet pointed was laziness. Absolute fucking laziness. There are women creators on YouTube that are busting their ass right now to do all kinds of self-improvement. There are women in the real world that are busting their ass every day to do some kind of self-improvement. And then there is the vast majority that don't do a goddamn thing. I'm working on myself. I expect somebody to be putting in the same. Equality, right? You have the same abilities, the same facilities, the same skills, the same everything I do, right? Lose some fucking weight, because all you're doing is shortening your lifespan. As soon as my doctor told me there was something wrong, I corrected it. I didn't need to fight him. I didn't need to come up with some excuse. I didn't need to say a fucking poster that showed I was fat made me feel uncomfortable. It wasn't about my feelings. It was about the reality of my health. Each his own. Everybody can do their thing, but reality's reality. Stop fucking glossing over reality for feelings. Our future generations deserve better than your fat ass lying to them. The gaslighting has to stop.
You may have health problems down the line.
And again, that's part of the 20% that's my personality versus his. I'm not going to be eloquent and coddle you about this bullshit. I'm almost 50 fucking years old. Fuck you.
I don't fuck with you. You little stupid ass bitch. I ain't fucking with you.
That we may have to work with. And the habits that you've developed over time are going to be challenging to upkeep in your 40s and 50s and 60s. So for me, I'm concerned about your
longevity
over a long period of
longevity. What is our future going to look like? Let me tell you what a future looked like for a gentleman that I knew. As a child, I used to help him walk his arthritic 200 to 300 pound ass wife up 3 flights of stairs to their house in a duplex. I used to help this old man walk this big old bitch up these stairs. I mean, that's grandma. As a kid, I used to hold this hoe's ass up to help push her up the fucking steps. What in your right fucking mind thinks that shit is okay? I'm hating your choices. When I talk about misanthropy light, this is it. This is it. The fuck are you people doing to yourselves? It's the diet. It's the neighborhoods. It's the this. It's the that. It's laziness. It's choice. Fuck out of here. It's 2024. You just spent $1,000 on a goddamn cell phone, didn't you? Everybody got to have a fucking Apple or you're not cool. But you can't use your fucking cell phone to track your calories, you fat. You know what? I've already said what I'm going to say in my coddle episode. We're going to go to privilege when I get back to the roast sessions. We're going to go to privilege. But you Westerners, this country is disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
Okay.
And any response to that?
Because believe it or not,
Absolutely.
I am a health nut. I am vegan-ish. I don't eat beef, pork, chicken, or dairy. Because I am a health nut, I go get tested for everything. I have no high cholesterol, no high blood pressure, no diabetes, no nothing. I'm completely healthy. My blood pressure is A1. I work out 5 to 6 times a week. I strength train as well. I eat very clean. I'm just in a thicker body, very physically fit outside the clothes. But to each his own. If you're worried about health things, just because somebody's in a smaller frame doesn't make them healthier than me.
Stop the cap.
And to be honest with you,
It's an excuse, sweetheart. Stop.
a little thick ones, but I can run with the big boys or the big girls. I get down in the gym, baby. I do it all.
And they're very, very humble. They're so humble. I mean, first date, first impressions, I'd be humble too, but it's very difficult for me to entertain insanity anymore.
So I understand perception is reality, and that's what you get from optics. But I'm trying to tell you,
She said perception is reality. Statistics are reality, sweetheart.
kind of fine. So Y'all got an air pump because we might need to blow this pump.
She's trying to pop your balloon back.
I understand. Like, hey, I got a 4-pack.
So
I can show you back
tell
there.
me, what? Tell me your name again.
It's Jessica.
Jessica. So I do run a nonprofit. Maybe there's an opportunity for us to work together.
What kind of work is we gonna be doing?
Helping to save the world, I hope.
This man is the final boss.
Isn't that what your nonprofit is about?
Oh, you trying to help save the world?
Well, I'm trying to do what I love to do and help people in that arena. So I like to pull teeth. So I travel around the world and I pull teeth. What is your nonprofit about?
Mental health.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And more, please.
Well, one, I thought we was trying to repopulate the earth.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
You know.
Oh.
To answer your question, so I am staff facing. I am a diversity, equity, and inclusion expert.
Done. That's where I'd cut her off. Y'all already know, those of you who have subscribed and have watched my prior content know that I worked on a diversity, equity, and inclusion council, commission, whatever, for a corporation. And all I'm saying is it's some bullshit. There's a lot of layers to DEI that are toxic as shit. And that's all I'm gonna say. Because y'all have already heard me bitch about the video games and the way these weird journalists are coming out with their complaints about video games. And we just talked about tonight, video game lobbies and the way that the women, these extreme radical feminists act. Yeah, it's corrupt because people have been able to swing the pendulum of diversity, equity, and inclusion from minorities and women and seeing that everyone is treated equally, right, to being worried about who's fucking who in what position as a gender. I don't give a fuck about your sex life in the workplace. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
So I deal with policies, a lot of different things behind the scenes to make sure that our organization is staying equitable. However, the nonprofit does focus on 211 mental health and things like that. So I don't necessarily see that side per se, but I do deal with our staff and do various different trainings and things like that.
I still don't know what your nonprofit is about.
Mental health. So basically, if folks need shelter, if folks are in crisis, they can call 211 and say, hey, I got something going on. I need somebody to talk to. If they have food insecurity, it's an opportunity for them to get rental assistance. So we have a couple of different things that we do in our nonprofit.
Beautiful. Well, I'd love to learn more. Maybe there is an opportunity for us to work together. Do you plan on having kids in the future?
Yes, I do. And that's why I'm trying to get this body right and tight, because after I pop these kids out, I'm trying to snap right back. And then, I don't plan to gain the 150 pounds that I lost.
Have you thought about the ramifications of the weight that you would gain by having children?
Yes, I have. It's something I think about.
It's like what,
as
35
I am
pounds?
Approaching the age of my childbearing years. That's something
it's like what on average? I can chime in. I don't know. It's like 35 pounds, baby weight.
I've taken into consideration, which is why I'm in the gym 5 to 6 days out the week.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay.
And see, I think that in watching him, right, he's being sincere and he's like, well, thank you. All right. I'm not interested. It's very simple. But women view that as condescending. Y'all do. You just you witness it. You view it as condescending. You view it as narcissistic and dismissive. Why are you taking it so personal? It's a choice, right? And then one of y'all will go TikTok. All men bad. All men bad. I went to this event and oh no, nobody chose me.